Well, hello everybody, and I am Louise Eddington, your Cosmic Owl, and I have decided to do a series of videos on the Democratic presidential candidates and their astrology. None of what I'm doing is meant to imply support. I'm also not predicting about who will win, but I do want to make some observations about these candidates. Okay. And I'm actually going to start today on December the 19th with Tulsi Gabbard, um, who is who people are losing their mind over during this thing, because she is very hard to predict. She kind of does things and people are going, why has she done that? And as of today, she just voted, or she didn't vote on the impeachment of Donald Trump. She just recorded that she was present. She didn't vote yes or no. And I do want to start off with where we are today to say, but well, let's look at her natal chart first. I have no time. I do actually have a Facebook friend from my own political work, who is working for her, and I'm trying to get him to get her time, but no success so far. I'll keep trying. And as of today, so let's have a look where we are today. We actually have the sun on, or as of yesterday, really, for the vote a few hours ago. The sun was on the galactic center, or is on the galactic center, and very close to Neptune. And we also have this Mercury-Neptune square happening at the time. And Neptune brings confusion. People literally can lose their heads over with Neptune. And it's all smoke and mirrors, and people are going, why? Well, everybody's going, what the heck, Tulsi? Why did you do that? And the sun is it's pretty close to activating on the vote on her own natal Neptune in Sagittarius. So she's going to explain it, but people are still going to be scratching their heads and wondering why, and not a lot of people are just going to kind of go, what? Again, that's not necessarily my personal opinion about it, because I think she actually makes some important points, but that's not the point of this, and that doesn't mean I agree or disagree either with her, so I'm not saying that either. So that's where I came into it. I was like, oh, let me do these videos, because and then I looked again at her chart, and I hadn't looked at it for a while, and I now remember that look at this. She is an Aries. We don't know her rising sign. The houses we do not know, because we don't know her time of birth. But she is an Aries sun, and she has the ruler of her sun, Mars, conjunct in Aries. She also has Venus in Aries, and this already makes her a really powerful person. She has Mercury in Aries too, and Eris in Aries, and we'll come back to Eris in a minute. So she's got a very strong and powerful Aries stellium. And if you look at her, it's not just, well, she's in the military for a start, which is very Aries and very Martian. And she's very rod-like. She's very upright. She's also always walking very upright. She sits really upright. She's very focused. If you watch Tulsi, she's not very reactive. She's very self-contained to the nth degree. And then look at this opposition. She has Pluto conjunct Black Moon Lilith. And I'm not going to look so much at her moon because we don't know the time, but Pluto opposing her sun exactly in Libra, and Black Moon Lilith there. And I always think of Black Moon Lilith as very scorpionic. Mars is the traditional ruler of Scorpio. Pluto is the modern ruler of Scorpio. And so she's got this really powerful Plutonic Martian strength to her. And Pluto, if you remember, always kind of excavates things, and she's actually got a voice for peace in many ways. Her main thing, Tulsi Gabbard, is that she is against unnecessary interventionist wars. She's not against all war because she's in the military, but she is a strong voice on war. With no matter what else you think of her, she is a very strong voice on military intervention. And so, you know, all that indicates her revealing from a military point of view when war is unnecessary, and in Libra that's about peace. And then Black Moon Lilith is a bit of an outsider as well, and she has become an outsider. She was in the DNC, she was vice chair, she was like handpicked as kind of the next star. And then she actually left the DNC. She resigned because of what she saw as corruption, which is very Pluto reveals corruption in the DNC in the last primary election in 2016. Well, she resigned during that. So she's got this enormous strength of character. As well, she has Saturn and Jupiter combined in Libra. That makes her a bit of a force as well. And that's opposing her Mercury. So a strong voice. So she's got this powerful, powerful opposition. And in all this in Libra, it's almost like she's here just to reveal the corruption and where the rules are not being followed and things like that. Doesn't mean everybody's going to agree with her, you know. And a lot of people think she should just toe the party line, but that's not her. This is not her place in our energy right now, in what's happening in the zeitgeist. I think this is her place, whether she knows it or not. Subconsciously, this is what she's been put here to do in this lifetime, if you like. Okay. And she's being activated big time now. And I'm going to we'll look at what's happening in January quickly. I don't want these to be very long, so I'm just going to quickly go to January 12th, 2020. When we have all the pileup of planets, the Sun, Ceres, Pluto, Saturn, and Mercury, all at or around 22 degrees of Capricorn, Jupiter also at 9 degrees of Capricorn, and the nodes. And of course, all of this stuff at 22 degrees is exactly going to be squaring her Sun, Pluto opposition, and thereby squaring her Mars, her Venus, and her Black Moon Lilith. And it's already activated. So she is at a turning point. It's all squaring her opposition. So she is the squeaky wheel. She is the disruptor, the one that's kind of the pivot point. So when people say, what is she still even doing in this presidential race and things? Well, here you go. And yeah. And then Jupiter, of course, will actually be squaring her Mercury, and is coming up to do so now, and is already squaring her Jupiter and squaring her Saturn. The nodes are squaring, everything is squaring her cardinal opposition. And then we have Eris, the table shaker, the turner of tables, is at 23 degrees and is going to sit at 23 and 24 degrees for the next couple of years. Now, Eris has been there for a while, but this is now all starting to square Eris. So that's activating it too. So she is the disruptor. She's the outsider. She's here to kind of turn the tables, reveal corruption, reveal corruption everywhere. She no matter, she's very forceful in her opinion and talks about the rules a lot. So it doesn't matter whether you agree with her or not. That's where it's coming from. So I hope you're enjoying these. I'm going to do some other candidates over the next couple of weeks. I'll go back up to the top now and look at, you know, the front runners. But she's just so, today everybody's kind of losing their marbles about what she did in the impeachment vote yesterday, as Mercury is squaring Neptune and her Neptune has been activated. So please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this video. Please check that little bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded, and enjoy.